We're looking at the upcoming rocket launches from Blue Origin and SpaceX and the competition between these two space giants. Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin is gearing up for its first New Glenn rocket launch from Cape Canaveral this year. Meanwhile, they're concerned about SpaceX's future launches of the massive Starship and Super Heavy rockets, also planned from the Space Coast. SpaceX, led by Elon Musk, is developing the most powerful rocket to reach orbit from their Texas site, but they're also setting up launch pads at Cape Canaveral and Kennedy Space Center. The Air Force is working on an environmental impact statement for a new rocket launch from Space Launch Complex 37 at Canaveral. This site was previously used by United Launch Alliance for Delta IV heavy launches. The FAA is conducting a similar review for SpaceX's Starship launch pad at Kennedy Space Center's Launch Complex 39A, where they currently fly Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy rockets. Public comments on this review were open until June 24th. Blue Origin expressed concerns, including a proposal to limit the number of SpaceX launches from Florida. They highlighted their $1 billion investment in Launch Complex 36 at Canaveral and the employment of 2,700 full-time staff in Brevard County, with 449 directly affected by local launch activities. Their concerns include the safety of property and personnel affected by the powerful Starship launches, generating about 17 million pounds of thrust. Potential issues include anomalies, debris, increased blast pressures, sonic booms, explosions, fires, air quality, noise, and other effects during launches or landings. Blue Origin also wants to protect historical and environmental resources at KSC and ensure safe access to airspace and sea resources needed for their operations. SpaceX plans to launch Starship up to 44 times a year from KSC and conduct booster landings at Canaveral's landing zones 1 and 2. Musk aims for thousands of Starship launches every 2 years to support his goal of establishing a colony on Mars. Blue Origin argues the FAA's EIS should assess risks, alternatives, mitigations, and resources, including limiting Starship launches, increasing government investment in launch infrastructure, and compensating third parties for disruptions caused by Starship operations. SpaceX aims to launch 46 times in 2024, compared to ULA's 3 launches, contributing to a record-breaking year expected to see over 100 launches. Blue Origin supplies these engines to ULA for Vulcan rockets, which only require 2 engines each. New Glenn's engines will produce 3.9 million pounds of thrust and burn with a blue flame using LNG mixed with liquid oxygen. Blue Origin has multiple contracts for launches, including NASA's Escapade mission, future Artemis missions, telecom companies Telesat and Eutelsat, and up to 27 launches for Amazon's Kuiper project. Blue Origin also joined SpaceX and ULA under the National Security Space Launch Phase 3 Lane 1 program, worth up to $5.6 billion over the next 5 years. New Glenn's first stage is designed for recovery on a sea-based platform 620 miles out in the Atlantic, with plans to reuse it for up to 25 missions. The rocket's size is notable, with a payload fairing big enough to fit 3 school buses, significantly larger than those on Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy, and Vulcan Centaur rockets. Blue Origin took over LC-36 in 2015, a site previously used for government launches from 1962 to 2005, including the Surveyor 1 lunar lander in 1967 and several Mariner probes. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. See you in the next video.